and I'm glad to be introducing the Holy Week podcasts I'll be producing this year. Last year, my Journeying with Jesus podcasts, which offered a half-hour meditation based on scripture, were well received. So I'm doing another series this year, but I'm going to do things a bit differently. For Holy Week this year, the Journeying with Jesus podcasts will draw upon the writings of Julian of Norwich as we follow the Holy Week sequence of the Passion of Jesus. That sequence takes Jesus on a journey, engaging with the praise and adulation of crowds, facing harsh realities of the human betrayal, denial and abandonment, but also the realities of total devotion and loving service. How he wrestles in prayer to discern God's will, submits to summary justice, abuse and tortured death. And then, of course, on Easter Day, finds new life. Julian of Norwich was a 14th century anchorite, devoting her life to prayer and reflection in great response to Christ's Passion. Her Revelations of Divine Love was the first writings in English by a woman. They contain her descriptions of visions she had of God and of Christ's Passion that occurred while she was so ill that she was thought to be on the point of death. These visions so affected her that once recovered, she devoted much of her prayer and meditation to fathoming their meaning. She found much that inspired her and much that challenged her understanding of life and of faith. The result of these meditations is a book that contains real prayed theology that is both inspiring and refreshing, and speaks very powerfully to life today. In these meditations, we will draw upon Julian's insights as we look at her spirituality, her heart-to-heart with God, her heart for God, and what understandings of God emerge as she prays about the nature of sin and of suffering, the nature of a compassionate and loving God, and seeking to understand how these things can be reconciled. In the podcasts, each meditation will last between 10 and 15 minutes and will use Julian's writing to provide a focus for your personal prayer and reflection that may follow. I will make some suggestions for how to do this in the light of the Holy Week journey. Julian over the years has been a great inspiration to me, and whenever I pick up her writing and ponder her words, I find the anxieties and distractions that undermine my own trust in God's constant loving presence, and they evaporate, leaving me better able to marvel at the gracious gift of God in the journey of life that involves passing through death to find new life. It is my prayer that this Holy Week journey will enable something of this for you too. The first podcast for Holy Week will be available on Palm Sunday, Sunday the 28th of March, and then on each day through to Easter Day on the 4th of April. Prior to this, there'll be a podcast introducing Julian of Norwich and her context, giving you a flavour of the era that shaped her life and from which she speaks to us from. This will be available from Sunday the 21st of March.